Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another day in paradise in this land down under. Today we are on the 2019 Harley Davidson Street Bike. It's a test ride. It's not a full technical review and all that sort of shit. It's just a test ride. So let's get into it. Right, first thing we need to do is we need to get out of this bullshit traffic congestion. Oh, Mercedes-Benz, he doesn't want me to go past him. I'll tell you what, this bike is an awesome colour. Have a look at it. I don't know what it's called. It's some type of blue. It's non-metallic. Great looking colour. If you want to customise a new Harley, I reckon this is the one to do it. I reckon this one's going to be the most user-friendly when it comes to customising. And the reason why, for starters, it comes with these, I don't know if they're called mini apes, pretty sure it's a 10-inch rise, could be a 12, but I reckon it's about a 10. So you've already got the extended brake cables, extended clutch cables, so if you're going to put a taller set of bars on, you don't have to worry about getting the cables extended, you know, which can be a fairly costly exercise. You know what, I'm going to fucking turn right here. This traffic's bullshit. The rear brake, let me tell you about the rear brake. The rear brake may as well not even be there. It's pretty poor, the rear brake. Front's not too bad, considering it's a single caliper front brake. Single disc, single disc, single caliper, same shit, you know what I mean. But the rear one, the rear brake, shizen. Absolutely shit house. I'm not a real fan of these. I'd prefer T-bars or a set of risers with some bars. Self-cancelling indicators, very nice. Now, I had a 2017 Dyna, and one of the things that used to really annoy me with the 2017 model was the grips were very, very skinny. You know, it was like holding on to this. Whereas what a Harley's done these days, or with a 2019 model, the first thing I noticed when I started riding this bike was how nice and chunky the grips were. You know, they might not be the prettiest, but they're very comfortable, nice and chunky. Gear changing, very smooth. The seat, considering it's a stock seat, now I haven't been on it for a long time, but it's quite comfortable. This bike, it feels very agile for a big, 1745cc engine, 107 cubic inch. That's a big engine. I don't feel like I'm riding on a motorcycle with an engine that big. Very, very well balanced. The height of these bars is perfect for me. Anyone who's sort of around that 5'8 to 6 foot, I reckon, will find these bars the perfect height. Fucking go left here. Nice bit of pep. This is running a stock exhaust, and let's be brutally honest, the stock exhaust sounds shit. I reckon I'd put a 2-in-1 on this, or maybe a pair of short shots. They're a pretty cool sounding set of pipes. Put a set of those on, or either one. This bike will come alive in terms of sound. I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of this. There's a motor vlogger called Street Bobber Vlogger, and he has one of these. And he's gone and put taller risers, and he was saying on one of his particular videos that since he's put the risers on, he struggles to actually read it because of the angle that it's on, and he said that occasionally he'll get moisture in that. So that's not good. In its stock form, yeah, I've got no dramas reading that. I can clearly read what it's telling me. You can scroll through the menu here with this button here. At the moment it's telling me I've got a fuel gauge, how fast I'm going, what gear I'm in, and range to empty in terms of fuel. And if I scroll through, it's changed to the time of the day. Scroll again, it's RPM, hit the button again. Kilometres, how many kilometres this bike's done, hit that button again, and you're on to trip A. Press the button again, trip B, press the button again, and it's back to where I originally had it. Ooh, Maserati. Listen to the Maserati. Good looking bike, this. You know, I'm generally not a fan of the spoked rims, but I like how they've got the black outer rim and then just the silver looking spokes. Yeah, I don't mind that look at all. It's got the blacked out fork lowers, got the blacked out exhaust, the blacked out engine. The air intake or the air filter cover. Not a fan of that. It's a little bit on the ugly side in my opinion. Let's get to this fucking highway somehow. What is going on up here? What is going on? At the moment, the traffic or the road conditions I'm experiencing now, this would be like testing out to see whether it's, you know, a good commuting bike, day to day, going to work. And I'll tell you, I don't feel like I'm riding a big awkward bike that's going to get me into a bit of difficulty, you know, with weight and all that sort of stuff. I feel very comfortable. Very smooth throttle operation. You know, it's not jerky or anything like that. Just cruise putting along at the moment in second gear. Oh, which is great. Great. Not. You got this other little screen here, and that's where your blinker flashes and if an engine light comes up and all that sort of jazz. If I bought this bike, what would I do to it? I'd put a set of T-bars on it, or some risers and a new set of bars. What's going on here? What is going on? Of course, the Street Bob comes with mid-mounts. Now, I don't know exactly what the specs are, but I've got a feeling that in comparison to the Dyna Street Bob, I've got a feeling that these mid-mounts might be slightly further forward than the old Dyna Street Bob. I rode the old Dyna Street Bob, and yeah, I felt like my knees were up around my ears. I don't feel like that on this bike. The three major things I'd change the bars. I would obviously put a set of pipes on it, and I reckon I would change the mid mounts to forward mounts. I just think forward mounts look better on a Harley, and they're a lot more comfortable. You know, you can do a lot more miles. You know, when I sit like this, after a while, particularly on a highway, you're doing 110 k's an hour, the wind's sort of forcing your let's go here. The wind's sort of forcing your legs open, and oh no, you tend to get sore groin, and let's just go. Fifth gear. Oh yeah, look, it's not the fastest bike I've ever ridden, but I'll tell you what, that's got plenty of get up. More than enough to get you into any sort of trouble, that's for sure. Now, cruising on the highway. Well, obviously, if you're buying a Street Bob, you're obviously not concerned about wind protection, because you just don't get any wind protection on these Street Bobs. It's a naked bike. That's the look. That's the way they are. Now, yeah, of course, I'm getting plenty of wind on my chest. I'm wearing a full-faced helmet, so you know the wind in my face is not an issue, but it's quite comfortable. It really is. I'm surprised with this stock seat. It looks pretty small and thin. There's a chance that you might get a sore ass after a couple of hours, but at the moment it's fine. The ergonomics, apart from these mid-mounts, the ergonomics are nice. I like the height of the handlebars. If I had my legs out here, it'd be a lot more comfy. Not bad at all. In terms of suspension, obviously they come with the monoshock. That was a big difference from the Dyna days. I'm quite impressed with this. Now, if I was looking for a smaller Harley, this would have to take some serious consideration. I just love this colour. It's a cool looking bike too, it really is. Like all Harleys, it's a torque monster. That's what they are, Harleys. They're torque monsters. Putting along, third gear, 2000 RPM. Very nice. So, the 2019 Harley Davidson Street Bob Softail, what a mouthful. It gets a big thumbs up from me. It's not a bad bike at all. I'm pretty sure this bike is the entry level into the big V-twins. What doesn't this bike have? Well, it doesn't have... I'm finding a lot of the Harleys these days have got like cruise control. This doesn't have cruise control. Is it throttle by wire? I'm pretty sure this is throttle by wire. It comes stock with this LED headlight. It's got fairly good ground clearance. You'd have to really lean this thing over before you start scraping the pegs. These stock pipes sound shit. It's a shame because it's such a nice bike. It's got these shit pipes. I suppose this test ride, apart from me brief stint on the freeway, but around town, around in the traffic, around on these back streets. So day-to-day commuting around town, around a city. This bike here, not a drama. Not a drama at all. Yeah, it's got plenty of torque. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Yeah, such a comfy bike. Very surprising.